Okay. All right. This is the board, and it shows Amity Island, and it's divided into different little zones here. There's beaches, north, south, east, and west beaches, and then there are the ocean zones out here too that are out farther. And so the way it's an asymmetric game. So it's the shark versus the other three characters, which are Hooper, Brody, and Quint, and they each have a little bit different abilities and ways that they can move. So the way a round works is that first there will be an event card turned over. That's these orange ones, and each event card is going to tell us where swimmers are going to be placed on the board. And here's our swimmers. So it might say one at West Beach, two at South Beach, something like that. So we'll place the swimmers out there. The shark character is going to have program movements that I'm going to pre-program in beforehand. The shark can take up to 3 actions, and those actions are just move or eat, move or eat, move or eat. So
it's a shark.
Pretty simple. It's a shark, right? So I'll program in my actions before the event card comes out, so I don't necessarily know where the no, I don't. Sorry. The swimmers will come out, and then I'll be able to move. I'll have a starting location that you won't know where it is first. And then I'll program in my movements, either eating or swimming, and then it will switch over to, and I also have the ability of, or the option of playing one of these special ability tokens. And I can kind of go over those a little bit in detail a little bit later. I can only use these once for the whole game, and once they're used, they're going to be done. I'll have to let you guys know if I used one, but I don't tell you which one I used. Then the next part of the round is going to be the players, Hooper, Quint, and Brody. Hooper, Quint, and Brody can go in any turn order they want and discuss that. However, it has to be, it can't be secret discussions. It's all got to be obviously where we all can hear it at the table. And we'll switch over and show you what Hooper and Brody and Quint's abilities are, because they're a little bit different. You'll be able to see that on their player boards. Well, they need to
just yell when it's up.
Well, they need to maybe kind of write those down or something, since they won't be able to see both boards at the same time.
If it's capable for you to take a screenshot of this, you can see what your character can do, that would be great. If not, I can try to take a screenshot of it and email it to you.
Yeah, that might be good.
Okay.
I think they can see this screen now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can go ahead and
Well,
start.
I can kind of explain them. Basically, here's Brody. Brody's the little black meeple.
They can't see both at the same time.
He's starting out at...
They're seeing here.
Okay, they're seeing that. Brody is going to start out on the island at Amity PD. And you can kind of point out what... each of the players can do up to 4 actions on their turn. They can do the same action more times than one, unless it specifically says you can't. For instance, Hooper or Brody... No, Quint. Quint can launch 1 barrel. But he can't launch a barrel, move somewhere else, and launch another barrel. He can just launch 1 barrel per turn. He can move 1 space. The orc is a little bit slower. He can rescue a swimmer, or he can pick up barrels. He can pick up barrels either in the water or at the dock. Quint's boat can carry any number of barrels. He can also shoot, because he has a harpoon gun on the orca. He can shoot a barrel into the water, trying to hit the shark. So the player's goal is they're trying to attach 2 barrels to the shark, and that will signal the end of the round. If the shark eats 9 swimmers before they attach 2 barrels to him, then also that would end the round. So, it's too hot. So again, Quint can move, he can rescue a swimmer, or he can pick up barrels, or he can launch a barrel. Or, I'm sorry, I keep saying Hooper. Quint can do that. Hooper can move up to 2 spaces. He's got the smaller, faster boat. He can rescue a swimmer. He can pick up barrels either out of the water or from a dock. And he can also transfer those barrels to Quint. Or he can use his little fish finder. He can use that, and that's going to be a way for Hooper to try to tell where the shark is. He can ask if the shark is in the space that his boat is in or an adjacent space. and adjacent in this is not diagonal.
So for instance, well, you're not looking at the map, but if you were, you can't go corner to corner, you can only go orthogonal, so along long lines.
Right, and they're the spaces are kind of oddball shaped, so you just have to watch for the white lines because that tells you which ones are adjacent versus diagonal.
Right.
Brody is only going to be on the land, and of course, obviously, the boats can't cross land. The boats can just move to spaces in the water. Brody's going to be on the island. He can move one space. He can rescue a swimmer if they're at the beach. He can pick up barrels. The barrels are all in the central space on the board called the shop. So he can pick up one barrel at a time, and he can carry it to a dock. There's 2 docks, space 5 and space 8, where he can deliver those to either Hooper or Quint on their boats. He can also use his binoculars if he's on a beach. He has to be on a beach space. He can use his binoculars to try to detect if the shark is there. He can also close a beach. He's got a close the beach sign. He can place that just at an empty beach if there are no swimmers there at that beach. And no swimmers will be placed at that. If an event card comes out that would place swimmers at that beach, then it'll get flipped over to the other side which says opening soon. And then on a future turn, if swimmers would be placed there, then we would take that away and the swimmers would be at the beach. The beach would be open again. So that's just a way to kind of keep the shark from having a food supply. So that's pretty much it for the player abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the players are going to be moving around, talking to each other, and trying to figure out where the shark is. The shark is going to have their movements programmed, and they're going to try to.
On the...
Yeah.
Okay, we can go back to the main screen.
So the shark's goal is to try to eat as many swimmers as possible before the players attach barrels to him. Okay. So again, the shark's movements are going to be programmed in, and where there's swimmers, the shark's going to be trying to get there and eat those swimmers, and then get out of sight of the players again. These shark ability tokens that the shark can use, one of them's out of sight. That makes it invisible to the fish finder or the binoculars. So if I happen to use that on a turn that one of the players uses one of those tools, fish finder or binoculars, even if I am in that space that you ask about, I can lie and say, no, I'm not there.
But you have to have done that ahead.
Right, have to have that done ahead. If I decide to use this and the players don't use those tools that time, it's still gone. Speed burst once will allow the shark to move up to 3 spaces with 1 action. There's a feeding frenzy. For 1 action, the shark can eat all the swimmers in that particular space. And there's an evasive move where the shark doesn't trigger any motion sensors this round. So one of on the barrel ability that Quint has, he can launch a barrel as one of his actions. That is an attempt to hit the shark and attach a barrel to it. If the shark is in that space, shark has to say so, and the barrel is attached to the shark. If the shark's not in that space, the barrel will remain in that space, and if the shark goes through there, it triggers a motion sensor. It'll just stay there with the motion sensor. Shark will tell the players, I triggered a motion sensor, but I don't have to say which one. So it just gives you kind of if you've got several of those out there, it'll give you a heads up that that the shark either is in or swam through a space that has a motion detector.
So very important for Brody to get barrels to Quint so that he can do his thing.
Right.
And Hooper, he's more about trying to find the shark.
He can find the shark. He can also pick up swimmers. Both boats can pick up swimmers.
Oh, and he can
Take
get barrels to Quint too, it looks like.
He can he can pick up barrels in the water if you want to move them and transfer them to Quint. But Quint's the only one that can launch the barrels.
Okay.
So both boats, it's important for them to try to rescue swimmers and get barrels in the water.
Yeah, you don't want the shark to eat a bunch of people. If you didn't know that.
And then at the end of this phase, if you can you see this? Yeah, this little shark, the shark board.
Yeah, they can see it good.
I'm going to move the slider up every time I eat swimmers, and at the end of the round, however many swimmers I've eaten is going to indicate how many shark abilities I have in the next round, and also how much gear the crew has in the next phase. So the more swimmers that are eaten, the shark is going to have more abilities, and the crew is going to have less gear to work with. If fewer swimmers that get eaten, then the shark will have fewer abilities to work with, and the crew will have more gear to work with. And we can kind of stop at the end of this phase and go over the second phase, but for now, this
We can
phase
do
is
that
probably
one.
enough.
Yeah. Let's get through this phase. Now, they're seeing it real time. What you're looking at on the screen, that's really delayed, but that's not what they're seeing.
Okay.
They're seeing it real time. So
Excellent.
everything
All right.
you're saying, everything, yeah. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry.
All right, I'm going to put these down here then.
All right.
All right. So we start with an event card, which is Ben Gardner's boat. And it says, if the shark moves through a space with a boat, they may knock the boat's captain into the water. The captain must spend their 2 actions to get back in the boat, or 2 of their actions. So the captain has to do that before they can do anything else. You got to get back in your boat first. And we're going to put 2 swimmers at North Beach, which is here. And 1 swimmer at South Beach, and 2 at West Beach.
Kelsey has expressed an interest to be Hooper.
Okay, Kelsey's Hooper. And you're picking your starting location now?
Yeah, starting
Okay.
location.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Now, do they start picking their actions?
They can be thinking about their actions, but first, the shark is gonna do their action. I'll program it in here, figure out what I'm gonna do, write it down, and then I'll tell you if swimmers get eaten and what location.
Okay, so we've got Quentin Brody. Do the other 2 players have a preference?
I'm letting Rhoda choose who she wants to be. I don't care.
Okay.
I guess I'm Quinn. She's going to take Brody.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize my microphone was off still.
Oh, there you go. All right, now would be time for you guys to start deciding what actions you might want to take. We probably should speak in turn.
I'm gonna hang on a second. I'm gonna bury this one and pick another one because I was supposed to pick my starting location before there were swimmers out there. So I
she
don't
was
know
cheating.
I'm cheating.
Stupid
So-
shark. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna pull all these guys off, figure out where I'm gonna start before there are swimmers out there.
Are they going to get to see where the swimmers are before they choose their action?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
guys.
so I'm gonna pick a location, then we'll lay
Gotcha,
an event card
gotcha.
out, then we'll lay so.
Okay.
Yeah. Somewhat
So
easier for
while
me to-
she's picking her starting location, you guys basically know you want to be able to. It's very important that you protect the swimmers. You don't want Jaws to have a whole bunch of cards at the end because it'll go badly.
All right. Now let's try this. Okay. Oh, it was the same one. I swear I shuffled it.
Right.
Yes, I did. So there's a swimmer at South Beach, 2 at North, and 2 at West. Still Ben Gardner's boat. So if the
Okay.
shark moves through a space with a boat, they can knock the boat's captain into the water, and the captain has to spend 2 actions to get back in the boat.
And where's Ben Gardner?
Well, it's his
I
boat's
haven't
not
Any
actually-
boat, any
yeah,
boat. Oh,
either of
okay.
these 2, right?
Oh, rough.
If I move through a space with that boat, the captain's
Right.
going to get knocked in the water. Okay, and I get my 3 actions, so I'm going to plan those out
Yeah, because you already
because I know where I am.
you know where you are, and now you know where everything else is.
Hopefully
Okay.
They've got pictures of their action cards. If they don't, they're coming soon. So.
Okay, you guys should be getting emails with your action cards to make it easier so you don't have to go back and forth. In the meantime, does anybody have any questions about their actions that they can take and where they want to go?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that was Matt.
Yep.
Okay,
I don't have a picture yet, so I don't know what I can do.
is that Kelsey?
Rhonda.
Rhonda, okay. Can you switch back to this while she's waiting for the email?
This one, but it doesn't plug into there.
Well, you definitely run it. We need to close the beach. I mean, I think that's a given just to protect us early.
Okay. Yeah, that picture is awful blurry. I can't read it.
That's actually plugged in.
Yes, that doesn't have a microphone. Does it? Oh. Sorry. Technical difficulties.
All right, I've got my movement plan. Do you want me to go ahead and say that while you're, or do you need another minute too
Thank you.
to get your board up?
Okay, we're good. So close the beach.
Well, Shark gets to go first.
Okay.
But in the meantime, they can,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch you back if you've got your pictures. Oh, that's audio, video. Alright, so while the shark is taking, I apparently didn't do it. Oh. Okay. Wendy, you're
There we
ready.
go. Okay. All right. I ate a swimmer at South Beach,
Uh,
and I knocked Quint out of his boat.
oh, lovely.
Of course you did.
So
Swimmer down.
they know then that you were number one in South Beach at some point in your move, and then you went through 8, or are in 8, or are in S.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when you just did that, was that in order of where you went, or was that in however?
Not necessarily in order. That's just the things that happened
Okay.
Right.
during the course of my 3 actions.
And of course, you don't know where she started. She may have been in a different spot, because you can move 3 spaces?
3 actions.
3 actions. Okay.
Right.
Is eating a swimmer an action?
Yes.
Okay.
Move 1 space and eat 1 swimmer are the 2 actions that I have.
Okay. Oh yeah, shark. Eat or move. Gotcha.
Eat and swim, eat and swim. Swim and eat, eat and swim.
I wish you could see Wendy.
It's a
She's
simple
doing
life.
it very cute. Okay, let's see. We've got.
So
who would-
Quint will have to take 2 actions to get back in the boat.
And he has 3 actions?
He has 4.
4 actions.
These guys all have 4 actions.
4 actions.
Right.
Okay. So we know Quint is going to take 2 actions to get back in the boat because he doesn't want to die.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well, let me know. It makes sense. But I'm just looking at the logic of it. If the shark has 3 actions, it's eat, move. So, it's definitely on this side of the island. So, I'm thinking, Brody, you need to close off either the east or like the South Beach or something.
South Beach is where the person was eaten, correct?
Yes.
That is correct.
All right, let's close south.
So Brody will have to move 1 to get there, right? Is that
Oh,
not right, Wendy?
Where am I?
Brody will have
You're
to,
in 7 at the PD.
yeah,
You're the
he's
black
at the PD. He'll have to, Brody would have to move 1.
I can't see the numbers on the board at all.
Oh,
He'd have
sorry.
to move 1 to pick up a barrel. He can close the beach as one of his actions, but I believe he has to be at that beach.
Yeah, so he'd have to move.
Okay, so I could pick up a barrel from where I'm at.
You're at the police
No,
department.
no, you have to move
You'd
to
have to
close the
move one.
barrel.
And then move to south. So that'd be 4 actions.
Were you,
No, close the beach is at the mayor's office or the PD. So she
That's
can
right,
close
yeah.
it where she's at.
that's right, yeah.
Okay. So she doesn't have to be at the beach.
No.
Just close the beach. Yeah, if you're at the mayor's office or the PD, close the
Okay,
beach.
so you could just do that from
Rescuing
there.
swimmers has to be at that beach.
Okay, so Brody wants to close the beach.
Okay.
Yes.
South Beach. All right.
Yes.
All right. And now you have 3 more actions?
Right.
Right, okay. You can move. There's no swimmers near you to rescue, but you could move where there are swimmers and rescue them, right?
Right. You
So-
could move to, you could make it to West Beach if you wanted to rescue somebody, or you could go the other way to pick up a barrel to try to deliver barrels to Quint or Hooper.
Right. Because Quint starts with 2 barrels, right?
Right.
Okay. So ultimately, she'll need to get some barrels, but do you want to get barrels or do you want to save swimmers?
Okay, I have to move to pick up the barrels, correct? Because they're in the center.
Right.
And I also have to move to pick up swimmers,
Right.
so I can't do both.
Right.
No.
One or the other.
All right, let's do swimmers.
Okay.
Move to
There you
the
go. I get 2
beach.
barrels to start with anyway.
So,
If you go to West Beach, pick up the second.
yes. So, okay, so you've taken
Yeah.
1 action to close the beach, 1 action to move. You have 2 actions left. You could save both swimmers if you want to.
I'm picking both of them out of the water.
That's wise.
Get out. Get out of the water.
My assumption is if Jaws would be heading that way.
No more shark snacks.
All right. Well, there's still 2 at North Beach. But unless she
Well,
does
that's-
something, she should be on the other side. Yeah.
All right. Is Brody or Hooper
Okay,
going
so
to
that ends my turn.
Right.
That was Brody. So now we got Hooper and Quint.
Well, let's do Quint, just because Hooper, that way there gives you options after we see what happens here.
Sounds good. So Quint, you
Yeah.
know you're going to spend 2 to get
Okay,
back
I'm
in the
gonna say I'm
boat.
gonna take the 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Get up there and dry off.
And then you might as well, if I got 2 barrels on the boat, you might as well drop one.
You want to shoot one into an adjacent or in the space you're in?
I want to drop one into South Beach, the one that's closed.
Okay.
And I assume that doesn't hit a shark?
That did not hit a shark.
Okay.
And I'm not nearby.
Okay. And
So
All right,
I have
then I want
to,
to launch the other barrel into,
you can only do 1 barrel
oh,
launch.
1 barrel.
Right. I think doesn't it say 1 barrel launch per, yeah, once per round you can launch a barrel.
Once per round. Yeah.
Into a space
all right,
or
then
an
go ahead.
adjacent space.
Move you where?
I lost the token.
East Beach, please.
Gotcha.
They heard it.
Okay, so now we're to Hooper.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to beach.
North Beach?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use 2 of my actions to pick up the 2 swimmers.
Can she do that?
Rescue 2 swimmers?
I think
Yes.
I can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 2 actions, but you can rescue 2 swimmers.
And you've got 1 action left.
And I'm gonna use the fish finder.
And where can she do it?
Okay.
Where she is or anywhere?
Fish finder, you place that token in the water in your space, and the shark has to announce if they are in the same space. I have to tell you if I'm in an adjacent space, I say nearby, or if I'm not in the same space or adjacent, then I say not there or nearby.
Now, for learning purposes, would she have been able to do that before she moved?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take your actions in any order.
Do you want to have taken that here? Because that's the most likely to have been closer to where she would have been.
Yeah, because if she was at the dock or South Beach, she couldn't have made it to North Beach.
No, but she could have made it to West.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I want to do it at the dock.
Okay, so this happens here,
Okay, so that actually happened first before you
right?
moved. and
Before she
rescued
moved and
swimmers.
rescued the
Okay.
swimmers.
Not there or nearby.
Okay. All right.
Well, then she moves, rescue swimmers.
Yes. Moved, rescued 2 swimmers, and that was that.
Okay. So that is the end of that event, and we'll start a new round with a new event card.
Shark nom nom nom.
Questions or anything so far? So far, so good?
I still don't know what my actions are. I can't get a clear picture of it.
Are you
Did
Hooper?
you get the email by chance?
Yes.
Are you
Oh, but you can't see the
No.
email. Oh,
Are you Brody?
she is Brody, I believe.
I'm sorry, I'm Brody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, we're gonna get you a picture of just your card.
All right, and I'm gonna put swimmers out. 2 at North Beach. 2 at South Beach,
As clear as I'm gonna be able to make it.
which we won't put out because
I
they're
bet that'll do
closed,
it.
but that will make the beach opening soon. 1 at East Beach. Whoop.
Alright, I'm sorry, and which email am I sending that
And
to
1 at
again?
West Beach.
RLRAETH.
Right,
Okay.
Rhonda. Yeah.
After placing swimmers, remove all swimmers from any one beach and close that beach. Ooh.
Yes, after placing swimmers, remove all swimmers at that beach, at any beach. Whoops. Remove all swimmers at any one beach and close that beach.
Who chooses that, you or the team?
The team, the players.
So they're gonna get to
think we
save the
should say-
swimmers at one of the beaches.
Right.
Oh.
And this would move.
I'm actually thinking West Beach, and here's why.
Well, let me program this in. Let me put this in first because it would possibly change what I do.
Yeah, because they're gonna see what you do, right?
Right.
So you don't want to give her any more information because she's a cheater. I mean, a shark.
Because I'm a shark and I'm hungry.
Same
That would be
thing.
an eater, not a cheater.
Give me just a second.
Okay, Brody should be looking for the card now. I just sent it.
Okay.
They can't read their actions on the cards, so I'm having to email them their action cards so that they can look at them.
Gotcha.
It looked like you could kind of read them on the Facebook stream. So, but I think their resolution is worse because we're living it. And any latency kills the
Gotcha.
quality.
Gotcha. Okay.
But people are watching.
Oh, cool. I got no email.
It says it's sent.
And I know you've got the right email because I've got the invite.
I think Matthew just got kicked off the left. Oh, he's back.
I glitched for a second there.
There you are.
Can't put pictures in the group chat either, so that's a text chat only. Okay, I tried resending it just in case.
Okay. I'll double check here. I'm guessing this program doesn't support putting a picture in the chat section.
No,
No,
it's
that's what
not.
I tried doing, and it
Yeah.
glitched out.
Okay. Are you ready for me to do my thing?
Yeah, I would go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, so you
Well,
guys can do your Mayor Vaughn steps in action, and now that the swimmers are in place, you can remove all swimmers at any one beach and close that beach. So this will it would get moved to the beach that you close.
Well, okay, now that she's done her setup, my thought was close the west beach because we can Hoop and Quint, we can get rid of our swimmers, no problem. That gives us something to do. And then Brody can go pick up a barrel and go to the dock on 5. And for next turn, he can start delivering barrel. That was my thought.
I like that idea.
That sounds good.
Okay, so Brody wants to move.
Well, he won't actually move yet.
Well, no,
We're
doing
this
we're
card.
closing West
We're
Beach.
doing this
because
card. Oh, I'm
of,
sorry.
The Mayor Bond.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're doing
gotcha.
that. Yeah, we're doing the event card. So you're going to close West Beach, get rid of this swimmer.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
smart.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
the
beach
most
is
at
closed.
risk. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and I can tell you now that somebody was eating on East Beach.
Oh. She went the other way.
Oh, no.
All right, so now they're to their actions, right?
Right.
Yeah, that stinks. Well, but you know she's coming that way. At least you have that information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Brody, do you still want to take the same action? Did we lose
Brody,
it?
you muted?
Did we-
Yes, sorry, I had to answer my phone.
Oh, no problem. So, okay, Brody goes 1.
So I'm a little lost. Where are we?
Oh, I wanted to make sure you wanted to do the move, pick up barrel move.
Yes.
Okay. So Brody's going to go 1, 2, pick up a barrel, 3, and 4. She can put 1 available, right?
He'll be just sitting on it and take it to the dock there.
Okay. But does that take an action to put it on the dock?
No.
Oh.
Well, as long as he moved into that space that has the dock.
So technically she could use her glasses.
Do one more.
She could use her binoculars once per round.
He was here, so 1, 2, 3. No, that was.
Oh, you're right.
It
You're
took
right.
2 movements to get to the shop.
I
3.
see.
3 to pick up the barrel, 4 to move back to
Okay.
the dock. So that's all 4 for Brody, if that's the way you want to do it still.
The shark's tough. All right. Sorry.
Nope, that works.
Okay, so now Quint does still have a barrel.
Yeah, but I'm thinking Hoop might want to go first.
Okay.
Rescue the swimmers, and then either at North or 6th
Oh, fish
do the
finder.
fish find.
I'm gonna do the fish finder in North and those for Jason.
Okay, so
Of the
Hooper's fish finding where you are, right?
yeah.
Okay,
No, not nearby.
not nearby.
Or-
So that
or in
would
this
be any of these.
Right, that means not here, 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 or here. No, not this
Not
one. That doesn't
2,
count
right.
2. Yeah, it counts 6, 5, north, and 1.
Okay, so, that means, interesting. So that means that she's probably either, well, she can't be in east, right? Because you would have knocked him
Yes,
over.
you can.
That knocking him over was just that one event card.
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
happen every time.
So east or 2 is probably, unless she turned around and went the other way.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick
So fish finder was one.
She picked up the
Rescuing
2
swimmers.
people,
Okay.
and she
So
has
that's
1 more
3.
left. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move.
Hooper can pick up barrels to give to Quint.
Right.
Yeah, so I want to move into the dock.
Gotcha. So now, Quint, you're batting cleanup. And you actually have the most scary stuff right now. Because we know the shark's somewhere.
Okay, so I don't have anything to rescue. The question for the group, where do I launch the barrel?
Is there still a person on South Beach?
No, South Beach
No, that's
was
the barrel.
closed.
Oh, okay, I see it.
I think either 2 or east.
You know, the 2 would cut off a nice mode.
It does.
Can you point
Yeah.
to which one is 2?
You're gonna have to move the map down a little bit because we can't.
2 is this one up in the top corner where Jaws is written.
Okay,
There you go.
Is that better?
I can't see that number up there, that's right, the
There we
map needs
go.
to come down. Perfect.
You guys think 2?
Yeah.
I agree.
Ooh, she-
All right, launch a barrel at 2.
Did they hit a shark?
No.
Ah! Damn it. I was thinking the same thing, but I can't talk.
Well, then what I'm thinking of doing, because I got 3 actions left, move to south and pick up that barrel.
So, 1, 2,
There's
3.
somebody in
Yeah.
south.
Yeah, that is legal. Now, if you just to play devil's advocate, if you go get the other barrel, she will trip the one that's in south if she swims by it.
It will trigger the motion sensor.
So you still get information from it.
Right.
Well, in that case, then I'll go back up to 2, pick it up, and head back to East Beach. That way,
So-
I'm there to protect any swimmers for next round if need be.
So you don't want the barrel in 2?
Well, but you also could leave the barrel in 2 because if she swims through that, you'd get the beeper from it. Any barrel in the water will be a motion sensor.
Right.
But I'm trying to limit the number of motion sensors that she trips, so at least if she trips one, we know where she's at.
Oh,
see.
oh,
Yep.
yeah, that's valid. Okay,
Yep.
you are set. He's
Okay.
tricksy. I didn't think of that. That's
It's a
true.
little hot
Now you
business.
know if she sets off a motion sensor, it is south.
All right. Ready for a new event? All right.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a swimmer at South Beach, which is now open. And there will not be any on West Beach because it is closed, but it will flip to opening soon. And this event says, if the shark swimmer track is 3 or lower, also place a swimmer at north, south, and east.
Oh, God.
So there's one for north,
That sucks.
one for south, and one for east. Okay,
Mm.
all right.
This might be painful. So now we get to hear what the shark
So
does.
now the shark gets to plan what to do here.
All right, while the shark decides its turn, Quint, Brody, and Hoop, we can take our turns at any time, or, in any order, as long as we just complete all our 4, correct, before the other players?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
I guess they know Biscuit's here.
Man, my keyboard is loud on this thing.
Ooh, Jaws is really thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you weren't looking for a learning game, because there's no mercy.
No.
Oh.
Death to all swimmers.
They're just adding her moves in text into the chat now, so
Wow,
you can't seem to get
perfect.
her a picture, but Matthew is giving her move abilities in the chat.
Thank you, Matthew.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Who knew it would be this difficult? Aren't you a network with that?
Well, I've got a job, man. I'm doing a thing. I'm trying to save lives here. The swimmers are dying.
Get out of the water!
They're not very smart.
Hey,
Oh, well.
fish gotta eat.
Yeah.
Well, we proved that already. I mean, wasn't South Beach just packed the other day, despite CDC?
All right. I am ready.
There you go, Brody. That's your 7 actions.
Perfect, thank you. Now I got a picture of it.
Awesome.
All right. I'm using one of my little power tokens this time,
Oh, no.
and I can tell
Do we
you
get
that
to know which one?
No.
you don't. 2 people got eaten at South Beach.
Without setting off the detector?
It did set off a detector.
Oh, okay. South Beach
When do
detector.
we get to know that?
Now.
Now.
As the sharks eats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Great early warning system there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 down at South Beach. And a motion
Ooh,
detector,
2.
motion sensor triggered.
So she ate 2 swimmers, that was
And I
2
did
actions.
use a power token.
Yes.
So that is
So she's
history.
close to South Beach.
Oh, yeah. There's no telling which one she used.
Well, but yeah, she has
I'm
like
standing
a
on the dock.
Probably. I mean, my guess would be she did the fast move, but who knows?
Oh, there's
I'm
a lot
thinking-
of possibilities here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I want to use my binoculars.
Hey Wendy, could you explain again how the second half of the game is triggered for Paul?
The second half of the game is triggered when either the shark eats 9 swimmers or the crew attaches 2 barrels to the shark, and it ends immediately. There's no completion of turns or anything.
Yeah. Well, and Brody, if you do that, that's fine, but remember, you're the one that can get the barrels from the center, too.
There's already 1 barrel sitting on the dock, right?
Right.
Right. And actually, Hooper can pick that barrel up and take it to Quint.
But here's what I'm thinking, guys. And this is Hooper can go south, either to W or 7, and do a fish find. See if we can find where the shark is. Brody
Yeah.
can go to north, rescue the swimmer, go pick up a barrel, and go back to the dock. And then I can rescue the swimmer and then head south because we know that's where the shark was last seen.
And you do still have a barrel.
Or based off of the fish finder.
How many barrels do they have?
So my card says any or all barrels.
Right.
So is there a rule barrel per spot?
Is there what?
You can have more. There can be more than 1 barrel. Yeah.
So if Brody goes first,
Oh,
pick a barrel to the
good
dock,
point.
goes up,
That's what I'm thinking
Right.
right there, and you can pick them both up.
Right.
Yes.
So Brody could go first, save a
Move to the
swimmer.
barrels, bring it back to the dock,
Well,
and then go save the swimmer. Either way.
either way works. So it'd be 1 to go pick up a barrel. So that's 2. 3, basically dropping it off. Oh, your 4th action would be the move. So you're not going to be able to
And I
save
can't
the
get
swimmer. But you could use the binoculars like you were saying.
Or he could,
Yep, which is a good thought.
Yeah, because if she's in west,
Alright.
you will see.
All right, so move it to the west and Use the
No,
binoculars.
you use them
I
there.
can't do both. Right where
No.
I'm at, sorry.
You can't do all of them.
So you're using the binoculars here,
Yes.
and now we'll get some information from the shark. Yes?
Yeah, if you're at one of the 4 beach spaces, place the binoculars there, and I have to announce if they're in the water at that beach.
Oh, just at that beach.
At that beach.
Okay.
Because I can't see it further.
Right. I'm not at that beach.
Okay. Well, had
Shark
she...
is not at that beach.
Well, but if she had used the move fast, it was possible.
Yours move fast.
That's her
Uh,
special. That's what the
One of
shark.
the one of the tokens. One of the shark special ability tokens is to move 3 spaces on with one move action.
Right. You know she
So
used
it
a
could have-
token.
It
Yeah.
may have been
Gotcha.
that one,
Could have been one of the others too.
or it just may not be that space.
All right, well, Brody, good job there.
All right, so Hoop is going to pick up the barrels.
So, yeah. Do you think it's more important to go to 7 and using the fish finder,
1, 2,
or to
1,
go to north and pick up the swimmers?
2.
Well, I can pick up the swimmer at east, move to north, and I can rescue that one.
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
point.
so I'll move around to 7.
So 1 to
Yeah,
pick up the
fish finder.
barrels, 2, 3 to go here, and then you want to use your fish finder?
Yeah.
She moves 2 spaces for 1, so she's got 2 actions left.
Oh, okay.
So you're using fish finder?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I am in that spot.
Oh, you found Jaws.
Yes. Doo doo.
Okay.
1.
So your other can be to drop one of the barrels you've got, right? Or both the barrels?
I can't drop barrels. I have to.
Quint is the only one that can shoot the barrels. He's got the harpoon gun.
2, but Quint definitely could put a barrel on him for sure.
Because you've got one on the boat,
Right.
and you could get there.
Yeah, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to S,
Is that the end of? Is Hooper done with Hooper's turn?
launch the barrel at the
Oh,
shark, and pick up the other one.
Well, we do need to make sure, does Hooper want to do anything else before, because you got 1 action left.
Yeah.
If Hooper's doing anything else, you have to complete your turn before Quint takes his turn.
Really, all you got left is move.
Yeah. So.
You know where Quint,
Quint. So we're.
if you go here, you could give the barrels to Quint on the next turn.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna move to south.
I need,
Right there.
Yeah, not bad.
I had to do a ship sound.
He's got the fancy boat.
All right, so now Quint. Did you say go
I'm
south?
going to move to south, pick.
So we're going 1, 2.
Yep.
You're gonna go to
2.
south.
He can
Okay.
shoot into
Yeah,
the adjacent.
You can shoot
yeah.
adjacent. Right.
I can shoot adjacent and tag the shark.
Yes. So I need a barrel from Quint,
Okay.
and that goes on here.
And actually, he can take an
And now
act.
that's.
You can get the one of the actions you can take is to take the barrels from
From Hooper.
Hooper, which will give you 2 barrels.
Do I? Yeah, it says pick up any or all barrels from the water, dock, or Hooper's boat. So yeah, give me the barrels.
You now have 2 barrels.
Okay.
Is that how many actions? That was
That
one.
was all.
Unfortunately, that's it for
1,
my turn. I
2,
can't,
3. Yeah.
Oh, that
moved
would've been
2,
awesome.
He moved 2. He shot a barrel at the shark and picked up.
Well, I can
barrels.
only launch
So
one
that's all
barrel
four.
around anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can only
yeah.
launch 1.
Oh, dude, but actually, all of a sudden, you're looking good. If you guys can get 1 more barrel on him, that ends this phase.
Okay.
Really good,
Now we have
guys.
the track. That's a good
That was awesome.
I think that's turn.
All right, ready for a new event? All right, this time we've got 4th of
No.
Bring it
July.
on.
All right, before placing swimmers, open all beaches.
Looking for sushi.
Beaches cannot be closed this round.
Oh no.
Does that go back to
That goes
Brody?
back to
Oh,
Brody.
crap.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so we've got
Oh,
one
no,
at
that could
north,
happen at a worse time.
one at south, one at east, and one at west.
Oh man, they're just everywhere.
Yep.
Jaws is getting some yummies.
Four corners.
Okay.
All you can eat buffet.
Can't close the beaches on the 4th of July.
No.
We need a mayor figure.
Yeah, that's what his little quote says. If you open the beaches on the 4th of July, it's like ringing the dinner bell.
Literally now.
Yep.
There's gonna be some people eating. Ugh.
Oh, I just hope it's not North Beach, because that's packed with swimmers now.
And it's got 2, and if she goes west, she could get one there too. Oh, that's rough. We do have Brody. What can Brody do? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't
Brody
close a
just said
beach.
spotting people because we got the barrels.
Yeah, he needs to get his binoculars out and start.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna matter though. Other than, really, if possible, save the swimmers. But who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're gonna find out the munchy part first.
Yeah. The people snacks get to disappear before I get my turn.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to, let's see, I need to write down where I'm going to end up here.
And normally you get 3 actions, right?
Shark gets 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a move is an action,
Right.
and eat is an action.
Yes, that's my only actions.
Ba-dum,
Do.
ba-dum.
All right, I am using,
Good one.
Oh, great.
I'm
Well, we
using-
knew that was coming.
an action token. And oh, this will come off the board too because you're not going to know where I am. And let's see.
Even though she's dragging
2
a
people
barrel.
are getting eaten at North Beach.
Oh,
2 people
no.
were eaten at North
Oh,
Beach.
man. Well, that's sad.
No, because now we know she had to have used the speed 3.
Absolutely.
So you know she's at North. If
No,
that's
she
right.
could be at 5, 1, or 6. Or north. Because it's the move 3. And then 2
Eat the
eats.
people.
And then she should have
Oh.
1 left over, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, 3 only.
Shark has 3 actions instead of 4.
But the move 4
Oh,
or
well, then
move
we know
3
she's
is
at
the
the North
special.
Beach.
The move 3 lets Shark move 3
So
spaces.
you were here.
Or
so
the speed burst.
3. Oh, yeah. You're right. You guys figured it out. I don't think there's any way she could have done it otherwise.
She has to be at north.
Uh,
And a matter of fact, we can confirm that real quick. Brody,
The
go
two-
over there and,
Use the binoculars.
yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
So you wish to take 1 and then second
Agreed.
action.
1 and 2. Yep.
Okay.
Use binoculars. So yes, I am at that beach.
Uh-oh. You found her. All right.
There's still blood in the water.
That's real easy. Then Brody can end her turn, and then I could just go to the dock and launch a buoy,
Yeah.
or a barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't get anywhere else.
Right. So Quint will
Or
end this
back in-
phase by
need more
moving
barrels.
and hitting with a barrel. Okay. So Quint wants to go to 3 and then launch,
The
right?
dock. Yep.
Here's your
Barrel.
barrel. You still had a barrel on board. And that ends this phase, right?
That ends the phase.
Okay, sweet. Well done, guys. She got a lot of people, but I don't think you possibly could have saved any. I mean, that was brutal.
These two are the speed burst and the feeding frenzy. It could have been either one of those that time because there were 2 people at that beach.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. But regardless, same spot.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now we need to move to the next phase.
Right. So the goal in this phase is the shark is trying to either destroy every section of the boat or eat all 3 of the crew. And each member of the crew has a little damage counter there. Start out at 0, and if you get up to 6, then you're dead. And the shark has got a damage counter also. Shark can get up to 18 before he's dead. So in the first phase, we're going to turn over 3 of these resurface cards, and I'll just pull one out to show you for an example. It's going to have, there's going to be a different section of the boat where the shark could resurface. He starts out under the water. So I'm going to decide which one of these 3, I'll just flip over 3. I'm going to decide which one of these places I'm going to resurface. And the crew is,
Using
right,
those?
right,
Yeah.
using these. So I'll make my choice and I'll turn it, I'll lay it here like this, and then when we're ready to reveal, we'll flip them over. The crew is going to be, each person's going to be in a section of the boat, and they can share space if they need to. But I'll choose my resurface option, and then the crew can move up to 2 spaces. You can't move through water. If you can get in the water, but it takes 2 movements to get back out.
Never do that on purpose.
Right. It's not usually a good, it doesn't usually end
that
well.
happens because the shark eats the boat out from under you.
So I'll decide where I'm gonna resurface, and that'll be hidden. You guys will decide which space you want to target your attack, and so you'll have tokens to also target that. Then the shark will reveal which resurface token, so that'll show you where I am. Some of these cards, if it's got, can you see the hook with the little lines beside it? If you can see that, if there's an attached weapon on the shark, that means the shark can shake it off.
Like the canister.
Right, like the canister. So if there was a canister attached to the shark, and I chose to resurface here, then I could shake the canister off and it would be gone. Then the crew will attack, and they're going to attack by rolling the number of dice indicated on whichever card I chose. The number in the shark fin is the deflection value. So it's got, if you roll 2, that would have been a 4 hits minus 2. So the shark would have had to take 2 hits for that roll if you targeted the right space. So the crew has to do 2 things. They have to target the right space and roll enough to inflict damage on the shark. So after the crew attacks, then the shark gets to attack, and the shark can attack a boat or a crew member in the water. And then some cards allow bonus attacks. So the attacks for the shark work kind of the same way. Shark will roll, and there's 2 numbers on, I said there's 2 numbers on each section of boat. So if I was targeting this section here, I rolled 2 hits, and the first number is 2, so that would have damaged that section, and we flip it over, now it's damaged. Now if it gets hit for 2 more damage, then that section of boat is gone, and that crew member would be in the water. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the shark is gonna win by destroying the entire boat, and or eating all 3 of the crew members. And the crew, of course, the crew would win by inflicting 18 damage on the shark.
What could go wrong?
What could
Oh,
possibly
crap.
go wrong? Right. And
Yeah.
shark has ability cards. I have 7 ability cards, and then you guys have your 2 individual ones, and then the 6 crew cards that you earned from the first phase.
I already sent you your ammo. Those were
First
group
act.
cards. So if you got ammo, that's part of the group cards. But we already showed who was getting the ammo.
We just need to figure out who gets the chum and who gets the canister.
Okay, I'm gonna shuffle these cards back up so
So,
it's kind of.
I have the rifle, and Brody has the pistol. Should maybe the person without the gun have the?
So give the canister to Quint. Is that what you're saying?
I think so, because then he can like.
He can
control
use
the
it.
canister,
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah. So if Quint went before you and attached the canister, somebody could follow up and shoot the canister.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay,
And
so
then you two each take one of the chunks.
right now these
That
two
sounds good to me.
Yeah, they
These
each
two
have
have
one.
Yeah.
that and that. So we're putting a chum on Hooper and a chum on Brody. So each of you has 4 cards now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you prepare, when you're preparing in your prepare phase, you've got to choose one weapon before the shark reveals where he's resurfacing. And then you'll, if you can see these 3 target tokens that match the color of your meeples, that's how you will choose what section of the water you're targeting.
Can't see the target tokens, they're off the board.
Okay. They're
Oh,
just
yeah.
little bullseyes that match your colors.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
now, do we do the cards first? Yeah, we have to do the cards first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, these go first.
Have they been shuffled?
Yes, I shuffled them. I can shuffle them again. Here.
Right.
Yeah. need
I'm
these,
watching
sir.
her.
By
I'm watching
shuffled, she means stacked.
her. They are definitely in an order.
It's like you guys have played with me before or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't trust you. Oh wait, no, that's
Yeah, you
exactly
are.
what I said. Never mind. Sorry.
All right, and again, Prue can move 2 spaces.
At this point, I'm just going to put these here. Even if you can't read them, the important part is you know how many wounds you've taken.
All right. Oh, and you guys can choose where you want to be on the boat. I just set those out for example, but you guys can choose where you want to be.
Quint's good where he's at.
Quint's good.
Quint's green.
Green.
Okay.
Brody's over here by Hooper's card game. All right, so we've got 3 resurface tokens or
Okay.
cards. So these are the options where the shark could possibly resurface. And again, in this one, the evade value is just 1, but it's more attack dice, and he can shake off an attached weapon.
So right now, no value for the
Right.
shark.
Right. All right.
So she has to pick which token she's going to use.
Right.
You guys then have a choice of using a chum if you want to. You don't have to. It may be earlier than you want to do it. But if you do, then she'll have to reveal one she did not use.
And I need to play a card. If
Let us
I'm going
know
to
if
play a
she's
card, I
chosen
have
her,
to.
She's looking at her cards because she also has to say what card she's. Well, she doesn't have to say what card, but she has to pick a card. She can't react. Now, I'm not saying this is what you have to do, but there is times when the same boat section can come up twice. If you did that and you chummed, you'd know exactly where she was going to be. But you're also hoping that that eventuality will happen. I have seen it happen, but I can't say that it's rare or common or...
Okay.
I think Paul's drunk.
All right.
All drop.
His messages don't make sense.
So Paul either dropped or he's drunk.
I think I'm gonna have to see this in action, because I am not getting it.
All right. There's these red sections are the options of where the shark could resurface, and I've already made my choice where I'm going to resurface, and I'm playing an ability
He's
card
quoting
this
the movie,
time.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
So then next you guys get to prepare, so you can move up to 2 spaces if you want to,
He's quoting the movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what?
and you can choose one weapon, and you place one target token, which is where you'll want to place your target where you think the shark is going to surface, because that's where you'll if the shark's in the space where you target, then you'll be able to attack.
So you're betting.
Right.
Alright,
And
so
you-
the shark gets to go
So our
first. or
best
they
move
get-
would be to put like one in each, right?
They have to prepare and decide where they're going to go before we reveal.
Now,
And melee weapons can attack a adjacent location, correct?
right. So Quint has a machete, I believe, right? Yes.
That's correct.
So if Jaws appeared there, you could use either the machete, the flare, or technically the harpoon gun. Any of those. Do they have to say what they're going to use?
They have to choose that card, and yeah, they have to
Oh.
choose their weapon
Okay, so they do
before.
have to choose.
Yeah, they have to choose the weapon before the shark reveals where
Okay.
they are.
But they don't
resurfacing.
lose the
And
gun
if the shark-
unless it's there. You don't have to shoot.
They can lose the ammo. They can discard the ammo instead.
Oh, I thought that only had. I thought you only had to shoot if he was actually there.
I did this upside down again, didn't I?
Yes. I'm pretty sure you don't lose the ammo unless the shark's there.
Well, if the shark's not there, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't shoot.
They wouldn't shoot, right?
Right. But the flare
The
or
ranged
the
weapon they
canister, right. Okay. So,
If you're talking, hey Pat,
Mhm.
if you're talking about their cards, try to put them in the blue box so that.
oh, can they see them? This
the,
box?
the players can't, but the people watching on Facebook can't see what you're talking about. So
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna talk about a card, try to put it.
Oh,
in
you
the,
mean I could watch
No,
on
no,
Facebook and
Pat,
see both
Pat,
sides?
the little blue box.
Oh, I didn't realize they could see them. Okay.
Like I said, the players can't, but Facebook can.
All right. Facebook gets to cheat.
All right. Well, I'm thinking. God, I don't know what to do.
You're on a boat that has a shark going that's bigger than it. That's a fair statement. I mean,
Maybe we each move to a space that is targeted, and then aim one target.
okay.
Well, I
having a
don't
hard
want to
time
get.
hearing
I don't want to
Kelsey.
get attacked by the shark myself.
That'll
So I
probably.
would move to an adjacent and target a square. Come out there.
You can only attack an adjacent area. So, if you want to attack the sharks
Well, I'm thinking.
here, you would have to be here. The exception is once a piece is destroyed, like if this was destroyed and you were here, you could attack here or here. But as it is, you have to be where the shark would be.
In
Because,
that case, I'll stay where I'm at and choose the machete.
okay,
Yeah.
so that was Quint. Quint is attacking.
Yep, green.
Which space are you targeting?
Mine, because
Okay.
I got the. I'm gonna use the machete.
Oh, wait. Guns can
Do we get
shoot
to keep
anywhere,
melee
right?
weapons?
Oh, I was incorrect. A gun can shoot to anywhere. So you could shoot somewhere you're not. So
You
if
would
that
have to
affects you,
You just have to discard one of your ammo cards.
Even if the shark doesn't show up there that you're targeting.
No, if the shark doesn't, I thought we said if the shark doesn't show, you don't have to shoot.
let's double
You don't
check.
have to discard. You don't have to get rid of your ammo if the
If the
shark-
card isn't there,
right.
yeah,
Because you wouldn't get to roll for attack anyway
right.
if you
But you're not going to
Targeted
have
around
anything to
space.
shoot. It'd be the
right.
right.
You only use your ammo if
Well,
you
I'd say you two,
shoot, which would mean if you targeted the right spot.
Shoot somewhere.
yeah, Quentin Hooper or Brody and Hooper get off of the spots the shark may come and each target a different zone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move.
Yeah, everybody's in a zone that has.
So
So you're gonna take blue up one.
yeah, to the other side of the boat.
Gotcha. So that leaves Brody. Where would you like to be?
Well, she gets to target a.
Yeah, and I'm gonna target the spot I used to be with the rifle.
Okay.
And I'll move to the back of the boat and target the spot where I started.
Back here? Or here?
There you go.
In that one? Okay. And which weapon are you using, Brody?
Where was it?
Brody moved from here to here and you're targeting this space where you used to be?
Okay.
Correct.
And
Okay.
Brody's going pistol.
Yes.
Okay. So we got machete, rifle, and pistol. All right. So now what happens, Jaws?
Then crew is prepared, so shark reveals. And I am attacking
A.
A, which is this space.
Machete.
And I'm also using extra strength, which is if the shark damages a boat space, the boat space is destroyed. So this boat space, if I can hit it for 2, it's
No.
completely
He's in
gone.
the water with his machete.
Right. And we roll 3. I roll 3.
Now the good news
But
is,
crew attacks first.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's just the machete. So that's 2 dice
Yeah.
Plus one.
Machetes.
plus 1. Oh. So let's see. Oh.
For 4, and it's got an evade of 1.
Well,
So-
5 because there's a plus 1.
Oh, plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
5.
that'll hit for 4. Ouch.
Oh, that was nice. Well
Good
done.
hit with a machete.
Machete.
Enjoy your swim.
Yes.
You can now call me Danny Trejo.
All right. All the rest of these are not going to hit.
Right,
All
not
right.
gonna hit. Okay, so then shark attacks. So I attack the boat, and I decided, or I have to announce if I'm going to attack the boat or a crew member in the water. And I'm gonna attack the boat, obviously, since I'm using my extra strength here. So I'll roll 3. I'm gonna roll with my gun.
Nice.
1, that's horrible.
I'm not taking sides.
You're not? Kinda sounds
Maybe
like
a little
it.
bit.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit. All right.
I should have rolled with my broken wrist, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my
that's it.
God.
Yeah,
Okay, be
next
glad
time
she
I'll roll
didn't
with
do
the bad
that.
wrist.
All right. All right. So it's the next round, right?
All right, next round, yes.
I put him over there.
Okay. Yep. And if we need to reshuffle those, we can. All right. So can you see the resurface cards? Oh, there's a discard. Little slot
Yes.
right there.
So Josh took 5 damage?
Yes.
4.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, there was an evade of 1 on it.
Right. Right. That was pretty good, actually.
Okay.
And did the boat take damage at the last turn?
No, because I
She
rolled
couldn't do enough to
horribly.
overcome its armor, basically. It's an all or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had a great
Still
round.
afloat.
All right. I gotta look at my abilities here since that other one was a bust. So I can show up here, or there, or here again.
So those are all potential attack locations? is that-
Yes. A, B, and C are the potentials right now.
So we wait for a shark to make decisions and
Yes.
then we make ours, right?
Yep.
Right. Now, I mean, you don't want to give away too much because
Yeah, you don't wanna give away while she's choosing.
yeah.
That's why I'm staying silent, because I got so many thoughts right now.
I just wanted to make sure that's what we were doing.
You guys have really got some good options now.
Yeah.
Well, they got pretty lucky, yeah.
Because the two people with the guns are,
Well, they still got their guns.
well, blue. Hooper's in a good spot.
She's got 2 spots where she's gonna have 2 armor. And her best attack is gonna be A.
All right.
Well, no, A and C are both 2s.
Okay. I have my. Yeah, they probably can't see that.
Okay, the
I
shark
have
has
my
chosen.
decision, and I'm using another card.
Question for the shark. Once you've used an ability, it's gone for good, correct? Or does it go back into your hand?
It goes away for good.
Okay.
So no more extra strength fights.
Right.
There
Well,
are-
we don't know how many of the same, she could have like multiple of the same abilities,
There's-
like we got, multiple
yeah.
chums.
Yeah. Oh, and there's
Okay.
lots of bad things for Joss to do. Probably the worst, in my opinion, is armor. That she can do heavier armor if she got that card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to the crew abilities. There's a whole deck of shark ability cards, and so I got 7 of those based on the first round, and these are all ones that I didn't get. So no telling what I've got in here.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted, you could use a chum.
What does the chum do?
You have to show one you did not
Chum
use.
says she discards one she's not going to.
Right. Well, she has to show it to you.
Yeah.
So you would eliminate
So
one of the
we
bad
get to
choices
eliminate one of the sections.
as a attack point. Yes.
And you get to see what one of her future actions may be. You get to see what one of the cards in her hand is,
You do?
doesn't it?
With chum?
Because doesn't she have to reveal one of her that she didn't use?
No, just the
Just
the
the-
target
The
tokens.
surface.
Oh, never mind.
Resurface
Sorry.
tokens.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's just the tokens.
Pay no
Yeah.
attention to
It gives
the
them a
man
hint where I'm not going to show up.
Right. So your chances of choosing a bad one goes down.
Yeah, so you might be able to gang up on a spot.
Right.
That's totally what you'd want to do.
I'm thinking it's not a bad idea, because I've got a flare, and if I can put it on her, she's taking,
1 damage per turn.
dot damage, essentially.
Exactly. So if you're gonna do one, it's either gonna have to be from Hooper or who's got the other? Brody. So
Or, given where you guys are located, both of you. And we know exactly where the shark's gonna be, and we can gang up on him.
Ooh, use all the chub.
in one turn,
Yeah.
you could.
I mean, it's going for one big one.
Would you still, if you were in the hook one, does that happen after they do their thing, or is that for following turns?
Shake off.
I assume it's following turns because you wouldn't have taken any dot damage yet.
Or I could drop the canister and you guys shoot it.
Yeah.
Let me find that.
That might be the way to go.
So you're thinking about using both chum.
So we know exactly where the shark will be.
It just says the shark shakes off or discards all attachable weapons that are attached to them. So since
So it's at that time, okay.
shark reveals before the crew attacks, so yeah, they would stay on there
Okay.
for that
Alright.
turn.
All right. So, yeah. Is that the consensus? Does everybody want to use chum?
So chum and B and C, is that what we're talking about?
Well, no. The chum is. she reveals one where she's not going. So if we use Bolt's chum,
You'll
we know where she will be because it will eliminate
both other options.
two of them.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I understand.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. So
Agreed.
both chum. So Jaws has to tell us where she's going, basically.
And you can use both of those on one turn?
They're on different people.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well, she's staying with me, so
So B.
Snack.
So this one.
no, she's going
So
to A.
we're all targeting
Oh, what? I didn't see the.
So,
Oh, I see. You're right.
Quint.
She's going to A. Okay.
Quint, so you could throw the canister, and then we could shoot it.
Yeah, you guys move one south, and so you can be adjacent to it and shoot.
Don't rifles hit any?
Right. You don't have to be adjacent with a shooting weapon.
Oh, okay.
So the rifle and the pistol can shoot, and you'll use your ammo automatically.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. And he's going to
And
throw
then
the
we'll keep our
canister.
weapons,
So everybody's
drop the ammo
targeting-
cards.
Everybody's targeting here.
A.
Okay. So there's my resurface token.
Okay.
Obviously.
So canister, rifle, pistol.
And what's the shark's ability? Because this is where it's going to really screw it.
Yeah. After the shark attacks, the shark may move to an adjacent water space. If the shark moves, add 2 hits to their attack roll.
Oh no.
Oh no. Are you not going to be where the shots go?
But no, it's after the attack.
After the
so
crew
we can
attack.
go first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
But then I'll get to, if I decide to move, I can add 2 to my attack roll.
All right. So their attack is to use the canister, right?
No, if I
With their
shark moves it
pistols.
would attack,
Or with their
add 2
weapons.
hits to their attack roll. Okay. Their attack roll meaning the crew?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's after the crew attacks.
It's after the crew attacks. I agree.
okay.
So it would be to the shark. It would be to the shark's roll because then the crew would be done attacking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
That's if they don't
Yes.
kill you in the first go.
Right.
I think that's very unlikely. Because remember, she still has 2 armor.
Right. 2 of
So,
them.
yeah. All right, but that is his attack to use the canister, right? Does that take his full attack to use the item?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
his. That would be his weapon. that
All
he
right.
chose.
So we now know what you're doing, which is throwing the canister. So we need to take the shots.
So read what does that say? The canister?
The canister. While attached, if a pistol or rifle attack wounds the shark, the canister explodes. If the canister explodes, discard it and give the shark 3 extra wounds.
Okay.
So if they don't wound you this turn, does that mean it won't go off? It'll
Right.
just stay attached?
Right.
Okay.
attached.
So the rifle, after firing the rest, okay, you're going to get 2 dice. Are we ready for the rifle or the pistol? Guess
I don't know if it matters.
not really. All right. We'll start with the
Kelsey,
pistol.
you take the first roll.
All right. We'll take. Who said first roll?
I think rifle is what we decided.
Rifle. Okay. Here it comes. 3, which will wound.
Well, it will wound for you. Okay. Yeah.
Yay.
Did you? How many did
So
you
it'll end
roll?
up
2
with
dice.
4 then.
Oh, and it's got +1.
+1. Right.
So 3.
So
that
3.
was 1.
But you're also going to get the 3 extra from the canister. It worked.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 wounds total were caused to Jaws this turn. And now the pistol.
And that was Brody, right?
That was Hooper.
That was Hooper.
That was super.
Yeah.
Hooper.
And Quint already went.
And Clint already went.
And now here's for
Brody's left.
Brody. Oh wow, 3. You're gonna do another damage. I'm rolling really hot, by the way.
Yeah, you jerk.
Sweet.
But the bad news is you guys are now out of ammo, so you've only got 1 shot with your rifle and pistol, and the canister is gone.
All
And
right.
how much damage does the shark have left?
And I rolled 2.
The shark,
9, right? His attack.
Yes, 9.
yes.
Yeah. All right, and I'm rolling 2, and I'm attacking the boat, so I've got a hit for 2 to damage. You're gonna roll for me. You're gonna roll for me next time.
No, you're not. Keep rolling for the good guys.
No.
Again, I don't have a favorite in this. Kind of.
But now
Everybody wants the shark to
Jaws
lose
gonna
but the shark.
Can't
All right.
damage a boat.
Ramming speed or no before you go?
What?
Oh, are you going to do the ramming speed?
Oh, I forgot about the ramming
Card.
speed. Yeah, I can move to an adjacent water space. Oh yeah, yeah. I would have added 2 hits to the roll, so that would have damaged.
Oh. Does that knock him in the water? Oh,
It
but you have to.
It damaged the boat because it
Had to
added
be
2
another
to the
space.
roll.
Oh, so he's just.
So yeah, he's just got less.
Okay.
Yeah, and that means, well, these are still adjacent, but the water spaces, yeah, the water spaces aren't adjacent now.
Yeah, didn't you have to move to a different location first?
Yeah, I would have moved to, yeah, I would have
Oh,
moved to
okay.
here, but the crew already
You'd have
attacked.
damage
So.
another section of the boat, wouldn't you?
Oh, it'd be a different section, is what they're saying.
Oh, damage is different.
You're
section.
right.
Yeah. that's
So
right.
you'd have to move, and then, it would be a different place you were attacking.
Yes. Right. So, let's attack that one then because that one's got the higher damage
Right, it's the harder to
value.
damage.
That one's harder to
Right.
damage.
Okay.
All right. So that section's damaged.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, now let's try this again. Okay, so that section's a possibility back here where Brody is, and up there.
No more freebies. You just got to go for it.
Yep. All right, let's see what else I got here.
First, of course, we got to let her pick. But. I don't want to curse him. Forget it. This is the best I've ever seen it go for the good guys. I mean,
Yeah.
for the not shark.
For the, for the crew.
Yes, the crew.
The crew.
Yeah, but that one turn burned 5 of our 6 bonus cards.
You'll have your gear.
Yes. Yes.
But it was a good shot.
Oh, dude.
Dealt a lot of damage.
They started out with a good shot. That machete was ridiculous.
Makes for a boring movie.
Hey, the sharks did kill, 9 people, so.
Yeah, Jaws was not fully powered up when you guys.
Yeah, you definitely took away from her snacks.
Yep. Haven't dealt any damage.
All right, so Jaws has chosen, right?
Wait a minute.
And a card.
I am choosing. I chose a card. I just need to figure out which space I'm going to use here.
Quint still has the flare, the harpoon gun, and the machete. Hooper still has the rifle and the hammer. Hammer time. Brody still has his pistol and a baseball bat.
Toothpick.
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 Yeah.
Toothpick worked really well for Luke Skywalker versus the Rancor.
All right.
Okay. Shark has chosen, so crew can prepare.
Why don't we work our way from the
Thoughts,
back
folks?
forward? Or...
So I think I'm gonna move up to C
To C?
and use the hammer.
Now,
Yeah.
be warned, the hammer only rolls one die.
I know. I'm just doing something
All right. Hooper is...
in the rifle.
Do what now?
I want to save the last shot in the rifle.
Okay. All right.
All right, I am going to clarify real quick before I decide. The flare, much like the guns, if the shark doesn't show up, it don't go away, correct?
No, that one, you use it, it's gone.
But if the shark doesn't show up there, we wouldn't use it.
Well, am I wrong on that?
Exactly, that's what I want to
I
clarify.
believe he is correct.
Oh, okay.
Because if you wouldn't get to attack if you don't target the right space.
Okay. So, you were right, I was wrong.
Then move me up to
Let me double check
Okay,
that.
in
But
that case, just move me up to A, and I'm gonna use the flare.
Okay.
is that's a firearm weapon, right?
No, a flare is an attachment.
An
No,
attachment.
the flare's a hook.
Okay. Close range weapon.
And let's see, where are the...
And then Brody, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'm going to be covering the spot that I'm in. I'm guessing the bat only does one die as well. Is that correct?
No, bat does two.
Yeah, each
Then I'll
crew
swing it
member
back.
targeted the correct zone may attack.
So hammer, bat, everybody's going for the hand-to-hand except
Quentin's going for
Quint.
flare.
Quint is going to use his flare. All right. So we are ready for shark once you're sure on the thing.
Yeah, it just says on attachable weapon or on the crew members that attacked or that targeted the right zone attack. So I think the attack wouldn't be valid if you didn't target the right zone. So
You're right,
Looks
you're
like you
right.
would keep you wouldn't use your weapon.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right, you guys are done. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm attacking
C.
in zone C, and my ability is making waves, which is if the shark damages or destroys a boat space, all crew members anywhere on the boat fall into the water space in their zone.
Oh, no.
Doo-doo, doo-doo.
Oh, okay. That is not what you want to happen.
Hammer that shark.
All right.
Yeah, it's hammer time.
All right, so we do the hammer first.
And let's see, so there's an evade value of 2 and 1
Oh, Lord.
die to roll.
Actually, she can't hurt you.
Nope.
You're still with the hit though.
Yeah. You do get 2, but unfortunately it's a 2.
All right.
So now it's shark
and now
time.
shark gets to roll. I just
Die.
gotta roll 1 to damage, and that'll knock everybody in the water. You wanna
No.
roll it for me? Because I'm rolling so
No.
The roll is 0.
All right.
Oh. So everybody goes in the water,
So
right?
everybody goes in the water, and
Oh,
this
Lord.
section of the boat is damaged.
It takes 2 just to get back.
Now, shark has a bonus attack ability if anyone is in the water. So before going underwater again, the shark may roll a bonus attack against each crew member that is in the water near them.
Hooper. Or do they get the
Sorry,
other one too,
Hooper.
or
What?
do you get both, or just that one?
Yeah, well, it's adjacent, so.
I don't know. Does that block?
What's his bonus
That
attack?
kind of block. Yeah.
if you're in the water with the shark, he goes nom nom.
I get to roll against anyone who happens to be in the water in the space that I'm in.
Right now, that's Hooper.
So one at a time, roll 1 die against each crew member that's in your space or an adjacent water space. So yeah, that would be against first
both
against
of you.
Hooper.
Nothing.
Hooper
Ooh.
got lucky. He's
Quint?
hiding in the coral.
Well, historically, Quint's the one.
And that's 1 damage for
Quint.
Quint.
All right. Om nom.
Man,
I
I'm
missed how
rolling
much
terrible.
Hammer did.
What?
Well, blood is in the water, folks.
All right. Now, you don't have to, but I recommend you get back in the boat on your turn. All right.
And that's both actions, right?
It's, well, I think they can still shoot or something, but it takes 2 to get...
Or both moves.
It takes both moves to get back in the boat.
Right.
Right.
What did the hammer do?
Nothing.
Nothing. She defended too.
Yeah.
There's no evasion with the hammer.
Oh, wait. Oh, evade value 0.
Oh, evade 0.
So you
Okay,
did
so
2.
1,
2, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 2 because she rolled 2,
It
but
was
and it
2.
was 0. Okay.
yeah.
And it ended up
Oh,
okay.
good call. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're reading your cards.
Yes, good job. Because I can't see him over there.
And Jaws is really happy about that.
All right. Yeah, thrilled.
All right.
All right. So let's see. We can C is here. B is
All right,
here.
well, while you plan, Shark, I'm going to go grab another drink. I'll be right back.
A is here.
Well, is there anybody that doesn't want to get in the boat? Oh.
No.
Probably not.
So I think we probably know what they're going to do. But what's the shark going to do?
What is the shark gonna do?
There you go.
Theme music. All right.
Best theme music
Mhm.
ever.
All right. I am ready.
I think we still have somebody in the bathroom, right?
Oh.
I think Matt had
No,
his.
Mac.
Okay.
So Shark is ready. So
Shark is ready.
All people want to get back in the boat, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm thinking, though, we target an adjacent square with a ranged weapon, so at least we can at least get the scar. But
Ironically,
Yeah.
this one, that's Quint, right?
Yes.
Quint can attack
Mhm.
here now as well with a hand-to-hand. You are adjacent.
well, I'd still rather go with the harpoon gun with more dice.
Okay.
harpoon.
So, a harpoon gun. So instead of flare, we're doing harpoon gun this time. All right. That leaves Brody and
Atrocious
Hooper.
at rolling. My rolls have been horrible.
Hooper's gonna go. They were and shoot at B.
You're gonna shoot at B?
Yeah, with the
Okay.
rifle.
Okay. And that leaves Brody, right? Yeah, Brody.
Yeah, I will shoot at C. Gun.
All right. Okay, Sharky.
Okay, I'm attacking A.
Okay.
Oh, that's the harpoon.
And the ability card is Maul again. After re-rolling for an attack, the shark may re-roll as many dice as they wish. The new results are final.
Okay, this might be harsh, but
And you're ready for this section.
well, do you go first
Oh,
or
I don't
them?
go first. I do not go first.
Right. Okay, so
Crew attacks.
only one crew is attacking. That's the
Quint.
harpoon. This does not get a reroll, or not a reroll, but a ammo. So this is a one shot.
For three,
Three
minus one, so that's
plus one.
2. Oh, 4.
4.
So it hits for 3. 1, 2, 3. Right?
Yep.
Can you move up the shark's damage card? Your little marker.
Yeah,
just
you're
went
off the
screen.
board now. Yeah.
Mm,
All right. Well done.
let me scoop those up.
That was a good call.
I
Unfortunately,
scoot it up like that
now
'cause
the
I can
shark
use
is
those.
going to nom.
That's better.
Okay. All right. And it's going to take 2 to destroy that section of the boat.
Oh.
But now I rolled good.
Yeah, that section of the boat is
That
bye-bye.
section is gone.
Oh no.
Jaws has not done very well this time.
No, I can't roll for crap.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now we need some new cards.
But their cards were really good too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The chum. Oh, that was sweet. Ooh. So she can only be in 2 spots.
Oh, yeah,
Sweet.
one with the higher evade value.
Well, I think you probably get to choose because it also gives you more dice.
More dice.
So
Yeah.
you'll have to decide which one.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, let me see what I got left here. All right, let's do this one.
Hmm.
And that one. Okay.
So, Quint, you no longer have any ranged weapons. So you're going to need to move if you want to make an attack. You have 2 movement available.
On that,
2.
in that case, then put me to C, and I will attempt the flare again.
All right. Everybody else still has a
I'm
gun.
gonna stay in the shark snack free zone
Okay. So
and shoot at the AB.
Brody is shooting at AB.
Which one, A or B?
Oh,
Does it work that?
Well, the section is the same, but if you'd have to pick the right. Wouldn't you have to pick the right?
I don't think so. Can you double check? Because I'm pretty sure that's one way they can play the odds. But you go and check before we go any further. Give us just a second.
Pick which one I'm using.
Because they're shooting at an area, not a.
Targeted the correct zone.
It's a zone. So.
It's still kind of fuzzy. I don't know if there's anything in here about.
Because these pick the zone, but they don't pick
Well, they may still hit, but it depends
I
on
was
which
gonna say, wouldn't the
the
shark
old
pick
Wendy
the
attacks as to what armor
resurface?
she gets.
Shark pick the
Shark,
resurface.
yes, but I think the zone is a zone. It's not a.
So
Yeah,
I think
we'll
they'll
just
hit
do it that way.
regardless. It's just a matter of which target Wendy chooses.
Yeah,
the
we'll
shark
Right,
just we'll just
right.
do it, we'll just play it that way.
Okay.
So,
Do you need to change anything? Or
No.
Okay. And that leaves Hooper. Hooper, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do the same as Brody.
Are you going to
This one?
move, or are you going to just shoot from there?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Stay where you are and target this zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's it going to be?
Okay, it's B.
Woof.
And hard target. The shark's evade value is 3. Crew gear cards, but crew gear cards that affect evade values are still active. I don't know if you used one that has an evade.
She did not use the
Okay.
hammer. The hammer would have been the
Yeah,
only
the
one.
guns do.
Okay.
Oh, we were doing something wrong. On the pistol, after the shark reveals the resurface token, you may move your target token to an adjacent water space. I don't think it's come up, but in theory, we'll have to remember that for next time.
Water. Yeah.
Right. So right now, we have a rifle and a pistol shooting. Rifle first?
Yes.
Okay.
And my
2.
evade value is 3.
No good. You no longer have a rifle. Pistol?
Yeah.
That's a miss too.
Doesn't, well, yeah. You hit, but it doesn't penetrate. All right, everybody is down to hand and flare. Now she's
Alright.
going to do her thing.
And I'm
Shark
rolling
nudges don't
2.
count.
And I picked B, so I'm rolling 2. And the damage value is 1, and the destroy value is 3. And it's 2, so it is damaged. But not destroyed.
Oh, okay. So at this
I'm running
point,
out of stuff too.
yeah, at this point, she's probably going to be going for ship, I would think, because,
Alright, there's our first one, and then we'll have to reshuffle.
oh, yeah. All right, so A.
What do we have left? Just hand to hand and flare?
One flare,
Okay.
yeah, which is still an adjacent thing.
Which is, tell me again what that does.
If it attaches at the end of each round, the shark must roll 1 die and take that many wounds.
Okay.
So, if they can get it attached to you, it's awesome.
Okay. Same spot.
All right, woof.
So with the bat, can I stand where I am and hit C, or do I have to move to that C?
You can stand where you are and hit C,
How-
because you're like
Don't
here.
don't say anything. She hasn't checked it.
No,
Oh!
keeping my options open.
Now, by the same
Can the
token,
hammer do adjacent spots?
yes, only adjacent spots. So if you were standing where Brody is, you could attack, anything you're adjacent to, which would include where C is.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the boat gets destroyed or damaged, it opens up possibilities, but it also opens up possibilities for the shark.
Okay. Whoops. Let's do that one. I'm not using a card this time.
Ooh. Okay. Well, Brody, did you tip your hand? Is that what you're gonna do?
think I'm the only one who can cover C, so I probably should.
Okay. Well, technically, 1, 2. Hooper could.
Hooper could move to this space.
No, wait, that's Quint.
Oh, that's Quint, yeah.
Quint could get to here and attack C.
Right.
Yep, which is what.
Sounds like that is the plan.
Okay.
Get a machete.
Not flare. Okay, and that leaves Hooper. Do you want to move an attack?
I'm stay and hit a.
Can she hit AB from there?
Yeah, because this part of the boat's still adjacent to that part.
So she can use her hammer from here? Okay.
Well, she can move here and use it.
She'd have to move
Yeah.
there, though? Okay. If you want a hammer, you're going to have to go here.
I thought you said the hammer could hit adjacent.
I don't think it.
Well,
can adjacent
we
space.
think that...
Okay, I'll go there.
Okay.
Okay, I can.
Can you get that one, please?
Oh, whoops. And then the hammer. All right, let's see what we got.
Okay.
See. Here.
Oh, doesn't matter anyway.
Nope.
Does not matter. No.
Perfect. What I hoped for.
All right.
Now
So...
we beat the snot out of the shark before we.
All right.
Roll them dice
Let's-
fly.
All right, we're going to start with the baseball bat because, well, it's funny.
Is that 2? Okay.
It's 2.
Okay.
2.
Yeah, I'm toast.
Is that
No, I've still got 2 left, but yeah.
okay? So
Oh,
now
no, it's just 1. I'm sorry, because it's got.
you got a
big
1,
value.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the
then 1.
machete. This is it, man. You think you got it?
I'm
2.
hoping. You roll good.
2.
2.
So
She's not
just
dead.
1.
All right. So now the shark is
Let's roll
going to.
16 out of 18.
Rolling 2, and I'm attacking
You can.
that boat. Attacking the boat.
They're not one of the others, right?
What?
Okay. Well, couldn't you attack here or here? Because they're adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. If I attack,
Here would be your better bet.
that would be the better one, and then if it's damaged and he's in the water, I can do that.
Yeah. If he falls
Yeah.
in, then you have a chance to nom. Oh.
That'll destroy the boat space. That'll destroy
Yeah.
the boat space completely. So that's gone. Now I can do a reroll, or
On
a bonus
Brody.
attack on
Right.
Brody.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Oh, and it's
No damage.
just swimming around out there, hanging onto the crow's nest.
But she finally found her role. Now, if it's too late, is the
Yeah,
question.
ultimate resulted in not much.
Not much.
Uh,
There's one boat space
Well,
now.
boat space, yeah.
All right, we've got A up there.
And
What happens if one of the resurface cards is for an area that's already gone?
she can attack any adjacent.
I can attack the people too.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So people in the water.
So yeah, probably a good idea to get out of the water. Just saying. But she has to pick first.
Yes. Take that back.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. Hmm.
Yeah, because that's B, so there's nothing there. But I can attack adjacent.
And then these are up to
Okay, the shark has chosen a card and a token. You guys are down to hand and a flare. Why don't we start with Brody? Brody, do you want to climb here or here?
Just a second, I think we lost audio again.
Oh no. Well, we might have to just go with, we're near the end, so we'll just have to do the...
Yeah.
Charles isn't hearing reverb, but we're not hearing Charles.
Okay, so Charles wants to get up onto the whole part of the boat.
This part? Charles, is that Brody?
Quint.
Yes, that's where he wants to go.
Brody here?
Yep.
Okay.
Brody up on the boat.
Isn't he Quint?
Quint is Matt.
Okay.
Charles is actually Renee, I think.
Okay. That's what confused me.
Yeah, the name's showing up wrong. So not gonna have an attack probably,
So
but
Charles equals Rhonda equals Brody. So Charles is actually Rhonda. I'm going
I
off the
understand.
names in the chat.
I understand. So Brody, I guess you don't have any attack. So, all right. So now
And,
we need.
Quint wants to target B with the flare.
That leaves the hammer and. Does she want to go to the other side of the boat and attack the water there? A. Or B. She could just stand there and attack B.
Can you target A with the hammer?
Okay. Yes. So we are set.
Okay. B. And the ability is if the shark damages or destroys a boat space, each crew member on that space takes 1 wound.
Man, this could be rough. All right, so nothing's happening at C or A.
And 2 evade value.
That means he is attacking here. So you're going to have the flare attached. At the end of each round, the shark must roll 1 die and take that many wounds. So you're going to get your attack, but then you might die on your...
Lots of cheering.
No shake-offs this time.
No shake-offs here, yeah. Okay, so where are you going to attack?
I'm attacking this one.
I figured, yeah. All
Woo,
right,
flare.
so you have
And I've got 2.
2 dice.
2 to roll.
All right, 2 to roll.
Well, the crew's got to attack first, though.
That's the whole attack.
Oh, that was their attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so the flare isn't an attack.
The flare will
it's
hit
just-
you, but that's all that's
Okay.
going to happen.
Okay. I'm the
Oh.
singularly worst roller in the world.
But I mean, the bright side is you get to roll for your own. It's only
there it
one.
is.
It's only one.
It's only 1? Keep going.
Hang on. Well, I think it's only one. Well,
No, it's just...
shark must roll
Oh,
1
the
die.
one- oh, I was
Just
I was
one.
being a smart
Just one.
aleck. Oh,
Ah, the flare did it.
now I get the... Of course, I roll high when it's...
So, Jaws did not win.
Jaws did not
I am so sorry that we can't hear you guys now. I hope you had a good time. Kim has posted a basically the deal that we do whenever you do a demo. If you look at it, you should be able to see, what that pertains to. I can't see it from here, so I don't know exactly. It's probably either the 10 or 20%
10%
based
off?
on, yeah.
Usually it's 10% off any game, or 20% off if you get this game that we
Right,
download.
right.